Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
Our house in the middle of the street. Our house in the middle of the doom. Do you remember when there was a Folgers coffee commercial that had that song?
Yes.
That's the first time I heard it. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker. This is the Daily Grind presented by FanDuel Sportsbook, and it is Thursday. I know what day it is. It's Thursday, and I got Jared with me. How are you, Jared? Good to see you, brother.
Man, I'm good, man. How are you? It's a beautiful morning up here in Martin, Tennessee, and man, I think the steady drop in the weather is like causing a little bit of sinus, but we're good, man. Supposed to get a little warmer this weekend, I think, but overall, man, we're finally getting like true fall.
Yep, man. That sinus drip you're talking about, where it's like,
where it's like it's not like necessarily a sinus drip. It's like it's those early fall mornings where you're not used to it yet, and you wake up and you're like, oh, it's actually cool outside, and your sinuses are like, wait, it's the South. We haven't had this since February, and so it's just one of those like it'll be gone by lunch, but it's one of those where you just wake up and you're like, I can't breathe.
Your nose is like, we need to get readjusted.
Hey, yeah, we need to readjust
because they've not been adjusted since the dang spring. Speaking of adjustments, I like when they happen easy. Speaking of things that look like they might need adjusted, or I don't know. Shout out everybody in the comments too. I see King Meeks. I see Jalen. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. Let's talk about the game last night. The Grizzlies played preseason basketball again. They lost to the Boston Celtics 121-103. Completely different starting. Well, let me rephrase that.
Different rotation.
Entirely different rotations. There were only two of the same five starters that played in the game prior. There were, Ty Jerome, Jock Landale, KCP didn't even dress, or they dressed, but they didn't play. I'm going to people be crashing out already. It's so silly to watch people crash out. It's like, guys, be calm. Ocean waves. Imagine you're at the ocean. Imagine the waves. It's preseason. Chill. These it's our top 7 rotation guys weren't playing, and even then, it's like Cedric Coward played. Was not afraid to get the ball up. I saw flat. I'm rambling. What did you notice from this game? What was like the biggest takeaway you saw from this
the biggest takeaway was Jalen Wells. T.I., a lot of people were questioning when this kind of quote came out about Jalen Wells being a little bit more of a ball handler this year, and everyone's like, but we just traded Desmond Bane to stop him from being a ball handler, essentially. Yep. He looked good on offense. He looked much more in control. He had much more of a destination point for saying wise. He knew what he was going to do on the offensive side of the ball when he was ball handling. And, you look at it, let's see. He
was 6 of 9 from the field,
6 of 9 from the field, but had 3 turnovers. He handled the ball really well.
Yep.
21 points, the big bright spot on offense. So Jalen Wells being that ball handler on offense who could probably lead the second unit. Not like he's going to start night one. He's going to start. That's besides the point. But like say when he gets into those staggered rotation spots where he can be in the second unit with like a Ty Jerome or whatnot, if he can handle the ball a little bit more and look good doing it like he did last night, then I'm all for it. I will say it's nice to see Cedric Coward see the ball go through the hoop a few times. Still only 4 of 13, but hey, dropped 15 points, got to the free throw line very well.
Yeah.
So like I said, his shot's going to come around. He's still getting acclimated to playing basketball for the first time in almost a year.
People have got to remember that with Cedric. He's first time he's playing meaningful basketball, and before that he played like 6 games. So
the only other two things is like, everyone's talking about Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson. Gigi, I liked some flashes of what I saw last night. Vince, on the other hand, I did not like his minutes on the court. It was 0 of 7 last night, 0 of 5 from 3, only 1 point. I just something, there's going to be a spot that's going to be taken. And right now it feels like it's kind of between Gigi and Vince. And I haven't been impressed with Vince so far. And in the bench rotation guy that we signed, Cam Spencer, he looked good. He's always going to be a guy that's not going to be in that 11 man rotation. He's going to be in a crunch with injuries, can give you some spot minutes here or there, but he's going to be good in those spot minutes. Shot the ball well, 2 of 3, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Yep. It's a game last night where you don't have 7 of your rotation guys. You're figuring out who you can rely on in tough times. And Cam, once again, proving again and again that he's there. Those are really the only things I saw from last night. Like I said, I'm not mad about a preseason loss, especially when 7 of our guys haven't played. I'm not going to go stand on top of the Memphis Bridge and start shouting to the world like we suck.
Yep.
To all the 3 states that are border right there at that corner. So
it'd be a waste of your breath, man.
I'm not going to sit and waste my breath. Be like, oh, the Grizzlies got to do this. We should have gone through a full coaching, search nationwide trying to find our next guy. No, Ti so far he's proven he's the guy. This roster is constructed around John Jaren.
Yeah. Yep.
When John Jaren don't play, this roster is not going to look that great.
Exactly. And I mean, you look at the if you want to just, I'm a big fan of plus minus. If you look at who had the positive plus minus, Santi Aldama, who is going to be like, you look, Jalen and Santi, who are going to be probably the 2 recurring members of this rotation, both played well. Santi had 12 points. He was a +2. He had 6 rebounds. And then you had, like you said, Jalen. And you mentioned Cedric. Cedric, he was 0 of 5 from 3-point land. I don't care. He was 7 of 7 from the line. Yeah. Like that's important to me because one, I'm a big proponent of making your free throws. I just think that if you can do that, it goes a long way.
We've had some teams in the last few years that have struggled at the line.
It kills me, dude. We have like routinely ranked last before, like multiple years in a row in the
bottom half of the league,
and it kills me. And so to see like. Yes, he hasn't played meaningful basketball in a while, but like he played 26 minutes last night. He made all of his free throws. There's stuff to like there. Yeah. I don't know. God, we need like a little remember the easy button that Staples had where you press it?
That was easy.
We need that, but it's like, hey, calm down because it's preseason. It's just like I don't know. People be freaking out. Who else played? I mean, Gigi wasn't bad. Javon Small. We haven't even mentioned Javon Small.
We haven't mentioned he missed first game due to some personal reasons, but came back last night. Didn't shoot great, but I mean, hey, he had 6 assists.
Yep. I mean, that's undersized point guard. I mean, get the assist. That's what you
want. I like Javon Small's game, man.
I do too. It fits well with this team. His style of play works really well with this.
Oh yeah, and just you go looking down of who played last night. Like I said, we're missing one. When we're fully healthy, you miss 7 guys. Yep. Majority of these guys are fighting for a spot, not just on the Grizzlies roster, but maybe a 2-way somewhere else.
Yes,
it's kind of it's like this. It's like it's an extended summer league, but for everyone this time. Summer league guys. You know who your main rookies and 2 year guys are going to be on the roster, but then there's other guys that find 2-way spots or other like minimum deals with other teams. It's kind of what's happening here. Some of these guys will, yes, on the roster, if they don't make it, that maybe other teams like, hey, I like what they saw. And like, hey, 2-way contract. Yeah. But like Javon Small, Lawson Lovering are not going to play the regular.
That's the thing. Out of the guys that played last night, 3 of the 5 starters will see regular minutes.
Yes.
Said Wells, Santi. Javon Small's on 2-way, doesn't matter. Loverlane, I doubt we'll see him at all in the regular season. Then you look at the guys that played from the bench. None of those dudes are going to be playing except Cam and Gigi.
And we might see
Giddy?
OMP.
Omax.
No, I'm saying OMP. I think OMP is going to find himself a decent little spot in some good 2-way minutes this year.
Yep. I mean, I forget he's on a 2-way too, so that's important. I do love that somehow John Conchar manages to play 18 minutes and be a +6.
Yeah, +6 gets 7 rebounds.
Classic.
We will clown John Conchar for all the days, but when he comes in, the man will always find a way into the positive category.
6 points, 7 rebounds, a steal in 18 minutes. Got classic Jitty stat line. I don't know. It's like. Don't bang your head against the wall after this loss. It's not a big deal.
Was it Melton? Was it D'Anthony Melton that Brevin Knight used to always call Mr. Do Something?
Mr. Do Something.
Yep. That's literally what, not to the extent of D'Anthony Melton, but that's literally what John Conchar does whenever he does get his spot minutes.
Yep. It's like Mr. Do Something light. or Mr. Do Something White. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, it's fine. One of us. Yeah, I don't know. We play again this Saturday, right? Play the Hawks. I know Rusty's going to be at that game. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's the Hawks.
The Hawks. We'll see. Luke Kennard revenge
one
game.
of us.
Yeah, one of us. Luke Kennard revenge game preseason coming Saturday. We'll preview that maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I imagine we get some of, and even Tomas said before this game that we were going to see some different rotations. So I imagine we see more of that, like that's what preseason's for. So
Did Luke Kennard play in their last preseason game?
I don't know. Are they?
He played a total of, I just saw his name, 20 minutes. Actually shot the ball. He went 2 of 3 from 3.
Oh, good for him. I'm bitter. It's nice that he can shoot the ball now. Speaking of shooting the ball, this is something that I want to talk about. I'm bringing back a segment we haven't done in a while. It's Would You Make That Trade? It's where I bring you a trade. I bring it to the floor, bring it to the room, and we discuss it. And I ask if you would make it or not. Bless you. This one, I didn't prep you for this. This one, I got this from Bleacher Report. They released an article that was like a bold BOLD trade move for every team to really shake up the season, blah, blah, blah. So their suggestion for the Grizzlies was Trey Murphy III. So I ask, would you Whiskey would no. Would you make that trade? Now, in this article, it doesn't detail any, like, they literally just say a name. They don't have any details. They don't have like such and such for such and such. I think obviously in a vacuum, I would want Trey Murphy on this team.
Mm-hmm. He's done in New Orleans?
Yeah, he's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I know that the Grizzlies originally drafted him in the Zaire Williams draft.
Yeah, he's been
his rights.
I know he's been clamored for since the whole Zaire Williams debacle.
Yes, and he's kind of, the thing is, at this point where the Grizzlies are, I think a lot of people are banking that Cedric can eventually become that. So I would have made this trade before the draft. I would have made it last year.
Yeah, I would have made this trade last year. Currently, no. Just because I like Cedric Howard. He looked more comfortable last night, and like I said, like we keep harping on, he's gonna be fine.
I'd also imagine you'd have to give up a decent amount.
You would have to give up. Knowing the Pelicans, you'd have to give up something more than what Trey Murphy is worth.
Yes.
Just knowing how that operation is run down in New Orleans. But I wouldn't. Like, when we finally let Zaire go, I would have attempted to make that trade.
Yes.
But now, absolutely not.
Yeah, it just seems like the Grizzlies have made an effort to it's like they heard the noise around Trey Murphy and they were like, cool, we're going to try to address this. And they've been trying to address it since the Zaire draft, and it looks like they finally might have. Mm-hmm. One thing that's interesting too is that Pelicans team, and I like Trey Murphy, but they don't know how to win.
No, they don't. I just thought this. We have picks.
Oh, they have plenty of picks. That's true. We got all those picks from the Magic.
We would have to attach something, obviously. I mean, one thing I will say, Rusty harped on it a lot this offseason. He was like, the Grizzlies' true offseason isn't done till the trade deadline in January, February, because there's still a move to be made on this team. And that was said after the Desmond Bane trade.
Yeah.
Like I said, there will probably be a trade made at that trade deadline. The Grizzlies usually do something, whether it's, something huge. I just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's not as I mean, Art's right. Like I'd still miss a 6'8", 6'9" wing, but I worry about bringing someone that doesn't know how to win. I mean, maybe he's the guy that we go get, but I think we're going to see what we have in the first half of the season. I mean, that's the joy about the trade deadline, is you got time to figure it out.
And the Grizzlies have there's a tough stretch in our first part of the schedule, but I believe, if memory serves me well, I believe we have a tougher back half.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, like, get that cushion in the first half, figure out what works, what doesn't work, and then maybe make a trade. Art says Markkanen. That's another.
No. He's cost $48 million a year. He hasn't played on a winning team. No,
that's another thing. I'm really, really hesitant to bring someone in that's been on these teams that don't know how to win.
He costs $48 a year.
That's so much money. He's got, and I mean,
we just traded away Desmond Bane so we could construct a better roster and not just a big three.
Yep, that's a good point. And then maybe that's another reason not bring Trey Murphy the third in, because you don't want a big three. Maybe we're moving away from that big three. So it's an interesting question that I think a lot of us had a different answer for last season. But I
was in on Markkanen before, like, when, because he's been in trade deadlines.
Rumors for like years.
He's been in trade deadline conversations for the past several years. Before we got Zach Edey, and before we started paying a lot of money, and I would have entertained it. Just now though, when I saw that come up, and then I saw that he was slated to make $48 million this year.
It's a lot of money. So, and you'd probably have to do like a 3-for-1 or something. That's get your depth out of the way. I don't know. I'd be hesitant to make any sort of big trade
it'd make you better up front. But once you got into the bench, I don't know how you'd be relying on a lot more youth.
Yeah,
at that point, and we have doubled and tripled down on youth in the past.
Yeah, God, I don't want that again. Yeah, how dare you say those words? I just don't. I don't want to double. I don't want to do anything to do with youth at all.
No.
So
the reason we brought in KCP.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't think that reason was to immediately get rid of him. I really, really don't.
It's not a Marcus Smart situation. He's already seemed much more engaged than Smart ever was.
It feels like he's played more and been more impactful than Smart ever was.
And he's only played one preseason
game. So what does that say about Marcus?
He's now in the Lakers and thinks he thinks he has a new life, but
whatever. Yeah, we're going to take a quick break on that Marcus Smart note. We will be right back, though, because we're going to talk some Thursday night football. We got could be a decent game tonight. There's some
sneaky good Giants Eagles.
Sneaky good. And we got there's obviously fantasy implications this game tonight. So we will talk Thursday night football right after this quick break.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
Did you know Jake LaRavia, our old friend Jake LaRavia, threw out the first pitch at a Dodgers game? Boy, how times have changed for Jake LaRavia. He threw a pitch out at a Redbirds game once, and then didn't get any playing time, and then was just shipped off to Sacramento. Now he's playing for the Lakers and throwing out the first pitch at Chavez Ravine. Are you serious?
And he was the first call that they made.
Yes.
When free agency came about. How about that? I told you Jake was going to be a player in this game.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
I've been there for every, Grizzlies coach, right? Coach Isolo, as far as like basketball acumen, man.
Oh, God.
He's up there with the Hubie Brown, Mike Fratellos of the world, like as far as basketball acumen. Both of those dudes were longtime coaches, commentators, all those type of things. The stuff that a lot of these teams are running in the NBA, like the Pacers, OKC, all these type of teams, that new style of offense. The thing is, man, it's like low key, they running the shit he was running in Paris. Like he's like, y'all he on his Soldier Boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like y'all stealing my shit. That's the shit I was doing overseas. I am concerned with how. Not that I think it can't happen. I don't think it won't happen. But I just want to know how much emphasis there's going to be to make Jaren a focal part of this offense. For years, we saw Taylor Jenkins really not know what to do with Jaren Jackson Jr. kind
And
of
Ja
not
Morant
running
together.
or
And
Ja
Ja-
Morant together, not
them
really
together.
running any plays for Jaren other than Jaren ISO.
Tune in to the Anthony Sain Show Monday through Fridays at 1 p.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. We are brought to you by Trilogy Tattoo, also Grind City Brewing, and FanDuel Sportsbook, which if you want to head over there right now, we are going to be previewing the Thursday night football matchup this evening. It's pretty potentially sneaky good one. We've been talking about this. It is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants. It's in the Meadow. No, it's not the Meadowlands. Excuse me. It's in MetLife. Is that what it's? Is it still MetLife?
Yeah.
It's in not New York, wherever
Garbage
MetLife is.
turf.
Yeah.
It's in New Jersey. Garbage
New Jersey.
turf MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, gross.
There's like 3 teams with New York names and 2 teams with New York names and neither of them play in New York.
It's so funny. Man, sucks. So FanDuel has the Eagles favored, the money line minus 390, Giants plus 310. Spread is 7.5, so they're giving them a touchdown. Over under is 40.5.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. What are you? That's kind of a low over under. I mean, I guess
The Eagles offense hasn't been
it's been kind of putrid.
hasn't been great. Their second half last week against my Denver Broncos, they haven't been hasn't been great. It was not good. They collapsed. And Saquon Barkley only had 1 carry in that second half too. The over under is going to be it's going to be finicky. I think this could easily be a game where a combined 25 points are scored. And then I also think this is a game where, it could be closer to that like 45-point level. It's one of those like where there's really no in between. Saquon's going to have to get going, and this offensive line for the Eagles is going to have to get going. Saquon only had 1 carry in the second half last week.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good. Yes, I know he's questionable. And if it wasn't for a 57 or a 47-yard touchdown catch, Barkley did not have a good game last week.
No.
It's on the road. He played really well in his one game against the Giants last year. I think it was like he was north of 150 rushing yards, and I think he had 1 or 2 touchdowns in that game. Jackson Dart got his first taste of like of real NFL last week against the Saints. The Saints' defense ate him alive after the first 2 touchdown drives, and I think he had 3 turnovers combined. I think Scatabo added another.
Yeah, he fumbled the ball once.
Yeah, he fumbled the ball. If they can take care of the ball, this game's going to be really close.
Yeah.
Dart's getting his second straight road game after debuting at home. So we're really going to see what Jackson Dart's made of. Had an iffy week last week. I think it's going to be a step up for him tonight. I think he's going to be really well. He's out Malik Neighbors, obviously.
Yeah, God.
But I think if he can protect the ball, this game's going to be really good. It's just Philadelphia's 4-1, Luke. They're 4-1.
Somehow, man, that's crazy.
They're top of the NFC. But like they don't feel like it.
Yeah, they don't feel like it.
It's the offensive line hasn't been great. Saquon hasn't been that good. AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts cannot get on the same page at all.
No.
And like, listen, I've been a Jalen Brown's defender a little bit. I like his game. Not as good as Cam Newton. I'm not going to go that far. As far as like the late offseason debates went.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not as bad as you think. He's something's off right now. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. This game has potential to be sneaky good. I think it's if the Eagles' offensive line can get going and get Saquon finally going, this could be a game where it's a wake-up call after losing last week to the Broncos because they've been on cruise control, have the Eagles. Now you kind of got to wake up as you starting to get into that more nitty-gritty mid-season part of the schedule.
Yep, and They should be able to do it. The Eagles should. I mean, I think
Yes, you should be able to win this game with ease.
I feel like historically they own the Giants. I feel like
Yes.
I unless I'm misremembering that, I just feel like that's a historical thing. They just kick their butts. It's like you said. You remembered last year, like that. I feel like there's always someone that goes for 150 yards against them when they play. So they should have no issue waking up and really just figuring out what the heck's going on. But you're right; it's just been so disjointed.
The New York Giants are 4-16 against the Eagles between October 9th, 2015 and October 9th, 2025.
Yep, there we go. So if you're going to gamble on this, I would listen to that and maybe
that money line. No, it's like minus 300.
God. I mean, take the Eagles. I guess
they've lost. I mean, the Giants have lost 6 of the last 7.
Yeah, man. So Eagles should have no. So the Eagles should have no issue in this game. If Jackson Dart wins this game, might be a pretty big.
If Jackson Dart wins this game, you might see a level of delusion out of New Jersey that we have not seen in a hot minute.
That would be amazing. I kind of want that to happen now. It'd be amazing. Sticking with this game, it is time for our daily dose of It's a Trap, presented by FanDuel. Name of the game is It's a Trap, named after Admiral Akbar. I will give you and Whiskey 3 bets. You just have to tell me which one's a trap bet. One of them is going to be a trap bet. All right. In the spirit of this game, he's ready. We will be doing It's a Trap in this game to score 2+ touchdowns. If any player is going to score 2+ touchdowns, I guess we'll see based off we were talking about.
If either team scores 2+ touchdowns.
So we'll see. I was looking at these odds. I was like, okay, we'll see. This might be pretty good. All right. So which one of these is a trap to score 2+ touchdowns in the game tonight? Is it Saquon Barkley at plus 380 to score 2+ touchdowns?
Feels
Dallas
like
Goedert. Yeah. Dallas Goedert at plus 1,600 to score 2 touchdowns. Or Devonta Smith plus 2,200 to score 2+ touchdowns.
I would love for Dallas Goedert to score 2 touchdowns. I had to pick him up in fantasy because I had TJ Hawkinson. Yeah. Barkley's right. I know that's right because I mean it's Saquon Barkley, dual threat running back.
Yeah,
you know what he can do against the Giants. Smitty's been getting more love because AJ Brown, that connection hasn't been. It's Goddard, right?
Man, it's Goddard. You got it. I'm with you. I was like, I put him on here because I was like, I would love for it because I also picked him.
I would love for Dallas Goedert to score 2 touchdowns tonight.
Yep, I would love that. You were dead on. Barkley's plus 380. Devonta Smith it's right at 220 or 2,200. I just had a stroke. I'm fine. Those were both right. Then you've got AJ Brown is still at plus 1,600 to score.
I mean, yeah, he's still wide receiver 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like he will always have those odds as long as he is the number 1 wide receiver, regardless of what the connection is.
Yeah.
Between him and Hurt, which feels like it's not existent right now. And Dallas Goedert is plus 2,500 to score 2 touchdowns. I would love for this to happen. I'm not going to put any money on it at all because because the second we do that, he's going to have 2 fumbles and we're going to lose points in fantasy. And I'm not playing that game, Jared. I'm not playing that game.
Absolutely not.
There's nothing worse than when you see that negative number in fantasy football. It is
also off take to have a good game tonight. My fantasy teams are struggling.
Are they not doing good?
No.
We might have a fantasy therapy talk tomorrow, just for funs, because I'm doing okay in some, but not really in others.
I have 3 leagues and I have a losing record in all 3 right now. This is never been that way.
Yeah, we're going to unpack that tomorrow because I need to unpack them too. We'll unpack fantasy football tomorrow. We're also going to round up some awesome football we got this weekend. I know my schedule. I'm not ahead of the game. We also will look ahead toward the Hawks game briefly since we won't have a show on Saturday to discuss that. But
daily grind, but not daily weekend grind.
That's right. Not the daily weekend grind. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't even rhyme.
No.
Come on. But that's going to do it for our show today. I'll thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be back tomorrow. Have a good day today. And if we can, it's a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Stay brisk. Stay chill. I don't know.
A little
chilly. If we can leave you with anything, remember 2 things. Remember the first one, be a little bit weird. And 2, you got to remember to smile. Yeah. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.